This is the Louie T Network.
Who else could it be? Me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to lockdown coverage week number 3 in the National Football League. New England Patriots at home. The first time back at Foxborough since the debacle on Thursday night to open up the season versus Kansas City. Taking on the Houston Texans, coming off a huge road win on Thursday Night Football last week versus the Cincinnati Bengals. So they're feeling good about themselves. The Patriots get their first win on the road as well versus New Orleans. Both teams come into the game at 1-1. Everyone, including myself, I'm guilty, expecting an ambush at Foxborough where the Patriots show up and the Texans get destroyed. Okay, this was supposed to be similar to the game last year early in the season without Brady, yet the Patriots still dominated like 27-0. I thought the Texans would show up, the Patriots would show out, and your end result would be an ass whooping. Patriots win, and we move on with our day. Not the case. What a ball game. We had so many good games. If this game were last week, this would have been the best game of the week, hands down, no discussions. But because there were so many games that were so good, just at the 1 o'clock hour, just at 1 o'clock, that this game probably is like third or fourth best of the day. Nonetheless, this was a hell of a football game. God damn, this was some good stuff. And normally, Patriots games are boring. Normally, the Patriots games are boring because you already know the end result. It's like watching a movie. You already know how it's going to end. You're just like, all right, I may be off. One person might die. One person might not die. Maybe there's a little bit of a twist that I didn't see coming. But pretty much, I know who's going to live, and I know how this movie's going to end. And that's how Patriots games usually go. I'm going to tell you right now, Patriots games are going to be fun this year because their defense stinks. You don't know what the hell is going to happen because you can't rely on this defense to do anything this year. Brady's going to have to win shootouts. And that's actually going to be pretty fun to watch because Brady is still capable. God damn. You know what Tom Brady's middle name is? His name is Tom TBE Brady. Tom the best ever Brady. So I'm going to just start calling him Tom TBE, man. Tom TBE did it again. He did it again. We're going to jump into this breakdown in a second. But first, if you haven't already done so, what are you waiting on? Subscribe to the Louie T Network for more great content in 2017 and beyond. We're changing the game over here. I want you to help us do that by simply hitting the subscribe button and becoming a member of the Louie T Network. I've got a ton of social media outlets that I'm on. They're all in the description below. So go ahead and check those out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Like the Facebook page. You can donate to this channel. I'll give you more details later, but the link is in the description as well to donate to the Louie T Network. And also, if you're watching this video and you want to comment, use the hashtag LouieTLive to have your comment read at the end of this breakdown. We'll get to all of your comments that have the hashtag after I am done breaking this game down. What an exceptional game it was. And we always start with the victors. To the victors go the spoils. So we start with the Patriots in this dramatic 36-33 victory over the Houston Texans. Wow. Let's start with the offense because I got a lot to say about this defense. Let's start with the offense. I got a lot to say about the offense too because after week 1, a lot of people, of course, the Edelman injury in the preseason game versus Detroit was looming over this football team. And a lot of people had questions. Wow, what are the Patriots going to do now? Gronk still seems to be injured. And I said, he'll be fine. It's the first game. He's getting back into football shape. He'll be fine. Now, for how long? I can't tell you for how long because you have to expect a Gronk injury at some point. But when he's in there and he's effective, he's a problem. We saw it again in this game. Saw it again last week. So I said they'll be fine, though. You know why they're going to be fine? The only reason I had confidence that they were going to be fine, and it wasn't Belichick nor Brady this time. It wasn't TBE. Tom TBE. Wasn't him this time. It was because of Brandon Cooks. I said they'll be fine. They got Cooks. Tom Brady actually has a legit #1 wide receiver for the first time since Moss. They'll be fine. They'll figure it out. Give them some time. They'll be fine. That's what I told you after week 1. I said, don't run with this and act as if the Patriots are done. Because they're not. They'll be fine. And you know what happened? Amendola came back from the concussion. We know what 7-11 is. Chris Hogan may be one of the best number 2 receivers in the entire league now. He's in the slot he's supposed to be in. They were utilizing him as a 1A, 1B type of guy along with Edelman. Now that you have Cooks, could you imagine if this offense still had Edelman? Are you kidding me? In any event, now you got Cooks as your number 1. Now you have Chris Hogan as your clear definitive number 2, which is scary. Then you have Amendola as your number 3, and then you still have to contend with Gronk and all of the running backs out of the backfield. Good luck. So I knew they would fix this offensively. And what you saw is just a tip of the iceberg, just a little taste of what's to come. It's just a little taste of what's to come. Brady 5 touchdown passes. That's just the beginning with him and Cooks. The chef is in the kitchen and you guys are in trouble because they cooking up some 5-star meals. You should have never let Brady get a number 1 wide receiver. Never. Because you know he don't know how to act. I would not be shocked if Brady wins the MVP this year and throws for over 40 touchdown passes. Wouldn't shock me in the least. He threw for 5 in this game. What did he have, 3 or 4 last game? It would not shock me if Brady threw 47 touchdown passes this year. Because you gave him a number 1 wide receiver. I told you shouldn't have done that. In any event, I told you they were going to be fine. And the beauty in what the Patriots do is that, how many times they run it this game? I don't know, 20 maybe? 15? 17? 20 at max 20 times they ran it in this game. I don't think they made it to 20, to be honest with you. And they still scored 36 points. And Brady still was phenomenal. And Cooks was outstanding. And Hogan was wide open. And Gronk was Gronk. And Amendola stepped up when they needed him. Face it, if you get into a shootout with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, your chances of winning have decreased exponentially with the addition of Brandon Cooks and now the fact that he has a grasp of this offense. And I didn't even mention the fact that if Dorsett gets healthy and is able to grasp what they're asking him to do in New England, you just added another weapon into the weaponry that Tom Brady has at his disposal. This offense has a chance to be lethal this season. Now, the caveat is that damn defense. They can be the undoing of this Patriots football team this season. Not to mention the offensive line isn't great. Brady fumbled 3 times in this game. You got issues up front. That's a fact. You've got issues up front. The Chiefs harassed Brady in the first game, you lost. The Texans always harass Brady. Always. This is not new news. Okay? Texans always harass Tom Brady. Always. They always play this Patriots team tough. Always. Okay? Throw out the 27-0 loss last year with Brock Osweiler and company and J.J. Watt being hurt. That wasn't the same team you just saw today. That's not the team that always harasses Brady. The team with Watt in the lineup, now with merciless Watt and Clowney, that team's going to harass Brady 10 times out of 10. And they did it in this game. But Brady showed why he's Tom TBE. And some of those throws, are you kidding me, man? Stop, Tom, stop. The throw to Cooks on the first touchdown drive, stop. Stop. The throw to Cooks for the game winner, stop. Tom, stop. Stop. Gosh. Let's go to this defense, though. Because, like I said before, this could be the undoing of the 2017 New England Patriots. If they don't win the Super Bowl this year, it most likely will be because of this defense. This defense stinks. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to get any better this season because they don't have any. That's why they drafted Derek Rivers. They knew they had a problem. They can't get after the quarterback. You can sit here and tell me about Brandon Flowers or Flower. I think his name is I forgot his name. It's Flowers, okay, from Arkansas. And you can tell me about the other Arkansas player, Dietrich Wise Jr. I don't want to hear about those guys. They're not true elite pass rushers in this league. They're complimentary rushers, okay? So you can keep talking to me about Trey Flowers. You can keep talking to me about Dietrich Wise Jr. I don't want to hear about those dudes. They're average Joes, okay? You don't have anything elite coming off the edge. No one is afraid of your defense. Not to mention, your front seven is slow. It's slow. You don't have any athleticism. Did you see the way Deshaun Watson was carving up your defense in and out, running circles around your dudes? They had him, now they don't got him. He's outflanking guys to the edge, beating guys around the corner, getting first downs. It ain't really much you can do. Your front seven is suspect. And so I think this defense is in trouble. And your secondary, while you have names back there, you have problems. And again, it all comes back to the front seven because you can't check anybody's tight end. You have tight end issues. You can't check anybody's tight end. Your linebackers aren't good enough to get the job done. Ryan Griffin ate you up in this game. Ryan Griffin, okay, ate you up in this game. Now, D-Hop is an elite number one, and he had his fair share of catches in this game. Bruce Ellington did a little damage to you, but for the most part, the running back out of the backfield, again, a front seven issue, hurt you, okay? You allowed the young Texas product, Dante Foreman, to eat you out of the backfield. Eat you out of the backfield, catching the football. Had a nice couple runs, too, while he was at it. But his most damage came from the passing game. And Kareem Hunt ate you. Same deal. Out of the backfield, passing game. And he had sprinkled in a couple runs in there, too. That's going to be your undoing this year, is that you can't stop the opposing team's tight end. And if they got a dynamic back that can catch it out of the backfield, they're going to hurt you, too, because your front seven stinks. Your secondary is elite, and your front seven isn't adequate enough. So Brady's going to have to win shootouts because your front seven isn't good enough. There are more of these to come. Trust me. You're going to get 30-something put on your head a number of times this year. You've already had 40 put on your skull once this year. You got some more 30 burgers coming because this defense up front isn't very good. You don't get after the quarterback enough. And oh, by the way, you're not fast enough. You're not athletic enough up front in the front seven to stop anybody's tight end nor the running back out of the backfield. That's 2 out of the first 3 games that you've been victimized out of the backfield or at the tight end position, and it's not going to stop. Not going to stop. And quarterbacks that can move, I think, will give you problems. It would not shock me if the Buffalo Bills got you once this year because Tyrod Taylor presents a problem for you, because Charles Clay presents a problem for you, because Shady McCoy presents a problem for you out of the backfield. It would not shock me if the Bills got you this year once, because that's the exact type of team that's going to give this Patriots team problems this year. Alex Smith, mobile quarterback that can move, that can extend plays, that can hurt you with his legs, hurt you in week 1. Travis Kelce, a tight end that is active, that is as good as you have at the tight end position in this league, hurt you a little bit in week 1. And of course, Kareem Hunt really was the X factor that did you in week 1. In this game, your undoing almost was Deshaun Watson and his legs, his ability to extend plays. We'll get to Deshaun Watson. I'll wait. I'll save that for when I get to the Texans. Ryan Griffin, he almost did you in, okay? And then Dante Foreman out of the backfield, catching the football. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, but at least you have Tom TBE to try to clean up all the messes that you make on defense, special teams, whatever have you. You got Tom TBE, and that's a comforting feeling to know that if we have a couple of spills on the defensive aisle and even on the special teams aisle, Tom TBE can come and clean it all up. He did it in this game. It wasn't pretty. but it was gritty, and most importantly, it was a dub. Man, this was a good game. Let's get to the Texans in this football game. I got to start with Deshaun Watson in this offense because this was a revelation. I didn't see this coming. I'm not going to lie to you. I said, okay, Patriots back home at Foxborough, and this is me just applying prior knowledge to a situation that is not applicable to. So I took the 2016-15 Patriots and just assumed they were going to do the same thing to a rookie quarterback at home, like they've always done. Except this isn't that. This defense doesn't look anything like 2016, like 2015. That's not what this is. So I made the mistake of assuming that Deshaun Watson was going to be overwhelmed by the Foxborough mystique, that the defense was going to be all over him. They were going to sack him. They were going to fluster him. They were going to force him into some bad throws and mistakes. And they were going to pounce on him, and they were going to win this game going away something like 38-17. Nah. Nah. That wasn't going down. And I told you this during the draft wrap-up series and really just throughout the whole draft process that I said of all the rookie quarterbacks, the one guy that I trust to start in his rookie season. And we've seen a number of rookies get a chance to play already in this young NFL season. But the one guy that I told you I trusted from day one, if he had to start right away, it was Deshaun Watson. You can't tell me watching this game that he doesn't look like a legit NFL quarterback. His presence in the pocket, his ability to escape the pocket when things break down. Did you see the play where he's rolling out to his left under duress, spots Ryan Griffin all the way across the field as he's about to get drilled, throw it 30 yards across the field, which is a no-no, to Ryan Griffin for a completion for about 27 yards and a first down on 3rd and long. Did you see that? That reminded me so much of Robert Griffin III in New Orleans versus the Saints in his first career NFL game. Except Deshaun Watson can protect himself, and I think he understands NFL defenses better than Robert Griffin III ever did. And I think he can beat you from the pocket. And I was just amazed at what this guy was able to do. That throw to Bruce Ellington for the touch. Come on, Deshaun, stop. Gosh, that was gorgeous. Man, before the safety could come over, before the corner could do anything about it, that's gorgeous, man. He made plays in this game. Deshaun Watson was game. All right? Deshaun Watson was up to the task of going toe-to-toe with Tom TBE, man. And he should have came out with a W. I'm going to tell you, the Texans had 3 opportunities to win this game. I'm going to talk about it when we get to the defense. Because for as well as the defense played in this game, they had a chance to win this game, and they failed to seal the deal. I'm really disappointed in them. But nonetheless, this was fun to watch. And I still think that they got to find ways to get some of these other guys. I can't wait till they get Will Fuller back. That's really going to add another dimension to this offense that right now I think they're lacking. They don't have elite speed on this offense right now. They got guys that are fast, but they don't have elite speed, game-changing speed right now. When Will Fuller comes back, that's going to open some things up. It's going to change the game for him. And I think you're going to see Nuke start to blossom in this offense and have a true connection with Watson once Will Fuller comes back, because then you got a legit deep threat that can take the top off of a defense where you can't just one-on-one ISO him up and say, hey, cover him, because he'll run by a dude. So now you got to put a safety over the top. Now Nuke's got one-on-one, and now he's allowed to eat. And then all of a sudden Ryan Griffin is allowed to eat. And then I feel like a guy that is underutilized and needs the ball more, Braxton Miller is allowed to eat. He's open more, and I think they got to make a concerted effort to get him the football. I think they really do. And then Bruce Ellington is like, yo, don't forget about me. I need some touches. And he earned more touches after the performance he put forth. And I think I told you I like this 1-2 punch of Foreman and Miller. I'm still a Miller guy. It's still Miller time for me. But Foreman, I see what they like in him. I know that he catches it out of the backfield, and they like that. And he's a tough in-between the tackles runner. But Miller, to me, is the guy that with the game on the line, that's the guy I want to give the football to. And this was just fun to watch. This offense is coming of age with Deshaun Watson. And I love the fact that they have finally tailored the offense to what it is he does. I never felt like they did that for Brock Osweiler, but they're tailoring the offense to what fits Deshaun Watson's skill set and what he's comfortable with right now and what he can digest. And I just feel like he's a playmaker. You know, you call the play, if it doesn't work, he'll figure out a way to make it work, and which is why I thought he had the chance to be a day one starter. Among these quarterbacks that were drafted, he was the only one that I thought could start day one because he's got it. I told you that. What is it? Don't ask me what it is. I just know what it looks like. He's got it. And he doesn't shy away, nor does he fright the big stage. We've seen him on a national stage against Alabama twice. We've seen what this man does in big-time games. Louisville on a Saturday night. We've seen this dude play in big-time games and find ways to get it done. That's why I have confidence in Deshaun Watson. And after watching him in this game, my confidence is beginning to swell. I'm becoming bullish on Deshaun Watson and his ability to be an NFL quarterback in this league, and a prosperous one at that. Need to see more, obviously. Small sample size. But he went to Foxborough, went toe-to-toe with Tom TBE, and the man didn't flinch nor blink. And they should have won this game. Speaking of which, let's get to the defense. I love this Texans defense. I really do. I really do love this defense. And the thing that frustrates me here in this game is because I know you're capable. You're capable of getting a win here. You should have won this game. And for as good as you played, when your team needed you most, you let them down. Now, I'm going to give you the 3 ways that this Texas team should have won this game, because they should have won this game. If you watch this game, then you know that the Texans should have won this game. Then we're going to get to this defense, and then we're going to get to your comments. Number 1, all they needed was 6 inches for a first down. Instead, they elected for a field goal. I'm not mad at them for the decision to kick the field goal. You go up 5 and you force Tom Brady and company to need a touchdown. They hadn't scored on their last 2 possessions. You think your defense can get a stop and win you the football game. I'm not mad at the decision, but damn, 3rd and 1, I want the ball in Deshaun Watson's hands. Spread them out, 5 wide, quarterback draw. That's what I want. They hadn't stopped the quarterback draw yet. I want the ball in Forrest's hands with the game on the line. That's who I want having the football. Damn. They knew you were running there. Just like Cincinnati knew you were running last week. When you put that big formation in the game, all these damn tight ends, offensive linemen, and made it obvious we're going power. Stop us. You damn right we're going to stop you. I wish you would have spread them out and let Deshaun Watson win the game. Or at least run read option. And let Watson keep it or give it if he needed to give it. But don't line up in power and say, we're running right up the middle. Stop us if you can. Because they sold out and they stopped your ass. Damn it. The game was over. You get a first down there, the Patriots lose this game. Game is over. They got to use all their timeouts. And even if you come away with a field goal, this game is done at that point because the Patriots would have run out of time. They would have run out of time. You had them dead to rights if you convert there. Instead, you don't. You give it back to Brady and company with basically a full complement of timeouts. And the rest is history. So that's chance number 1. Chance number 2. The Patriots get let's call it a holding penalty. Or OPI, one or the other. It's 2nd and 20. You push them back because it was going to be 3rd and 10 after an incomplete pass, but you push them back, which was the right thing to do. 2 things you achieved there. Time, they waste more time, and 2, they got 3 downs to get 20 yards. I'd rather them have 3 downs to get 20 yards than 2 downs to get 10. I trust Tom Brady to get a first down with just 2 downs to get 10. It's a lot harder to get 20 yards in 3 downs. So you force a 3rd and 12 after 2nd and 20. They get 8 yards to Gronk, and you force a 3rd and 12. Don't give up 14 to Gronk. Don't do that. Don't do it. That was chance number 2. He actually had 4 chances. We're going to get to 4. 4 chances. That's chance number 2. Chance number 3. You hit Brady. You forced a fumble. He fumbled 3 times in this game. You were on his ass. But they recover. That's fine. I don't care about that. What I care about, it's 3rd and 18. Don't give up 27 to Amendola. No. That's chance number 3. No. And then chance number 4. Brady tries to go deep on like 2nd and 18. And your safety had the ball in his hand. Don't drop the ball. No, don't do it. Game over. Catch the ball. 4 chances to win the game. Win the game. This defense was outstanding for the most part. You forced Brady to fumble 3 times. You hit him, the ball goes up in the air. Big hit by Whitney Merciless. Ball pops in the air. Clowney scoops it out of the air and runs for a touchdown. You were all over Brady in this game, like you always are. You gave up 2 big plays, and that was your undoing. 3 if you want to count the Cooks touchdown in the end zone for the game winner. You gave up 3 big plays. We're going to count that one too. Just a second late was that same safety that dropped the damn touchdown. Number 43. But you gave up the whole. What the hell is Hogan doing that goddamn wide open? What are you doing? Then you give up the Cooks touchdown. He was open too. What are you doing? You allowed another deep ball, but that was a perfect throw and an even better catch by Cooks. I'm not going to beat you up for that one. Perfect coverage. Can't defend the perfect pass, but damn. You just gave up too many big plays in inopportune times. The 27-yard gain to Edelman or 25-yard gain to Amendola on 3rd and 18. The pass to Gronk on 3rd and 12. The Hogan touchdown where he's just basically all by himself. Again, I don't understand how that happens. The Cooks touchdown on the deep crosser where he's open and he's able to outrun your safety to the end zone. Stop giving up big plays. You played too well to give this game away like this. And the offense played too well for you to lose this game like this. Find a way to win this game. And just to let you know, this is not the same AFC South. You can't lose these types of games and think, well, it's okay because the Jags stink. We're going to sweep them. And you already didn't do that this year, and so I don't have to tell you this, but the Jags stink, so we'll sweep them. And Tennessee's probably still going to struggle, so we might be able to sweep them, at least split with them for sure. And the Colts, they stink too, so we'll still be able to find a way to win 9 games and win the division 9-7. That's not what this division is about this year. You can't lose games like this. It's not okay. You had a chance. Anyway, Patriots get it done, man. That's what champs do. They find a way to get it done. And they did. Hats off to Tom TBE, man. God damn, that dude is the best ever, man. 5 touchdown passes, and I'm telling you right now, you done effed up because you done let him get a number 1 receiver. And he's got weapons. Like, when you look at it, even without Edelman, when Dorsett comes back, if Cooks is still there and healthy, and Gronk is still healthy, and Hogan is still healthy, and Amendola is still healthy, and all the backs, James White, and Deion Lewis, and all of those dudes. Patriots win 36-33 in a hell of a ball game versus the Houston Texans. Let's get to some of your comments, if there are any out there. Isaac Snook says Brandon Cooks was amazing for fantasy, and he will be moving forward. Camden Dorian says, the Patriots keep amazing me every year. It's really historic what they are doing. It is, and we'll never see the likes of this again, which is why I tell people, you may not like the Patriots. Matter of fact, you may hate the Patriots, but you must respect what they are doing, because we will never, ever see this again in NFL history. We won't see it again. There will never be a run like this. There will never be a dynasty like this. There will never be a quarterback and coaching tandem like this. There will never be another Tom Brady. So kind of relish this moment, this time in football, put it in a time capsule, save it in your brain, because you will never see this again, and you need to respect it for what it is. Camden Dorian says, I'm a Colts fan, and even I know Tom Brady is the GOAT. A lot of people have a tough time accepting the fact that the man is the best ever. The man is the best ever. Cloud says, hey, I'm happy the Patriots are having problems in the secondary. Their trade with New England will land us a third in the draft. They're actually not having problems in the secondary like you would think. Their secondary is still good. It's the front seven that's really killing them, to me, to be honest. As Snook says, Texans missing A.J. Boye in this game. Yeah, they're going to miss him, but you can't cry over spilt milk. He's gone, and you need other guys to step up. They're missing Johnson right now. That's who they really missing. LL says, the games in week 3 were good. Yes. Yes, they were. Dante Foreman is doing good. Yeah, he is. He really is. Isaac Snook says, who do you think is winning the AFC South? I haven't changed my mind. I already told you the Titans are winning this division. I haven't swayed nor wavered at all. And I was bullish on it before the season, and I told you I was so bullish, in fact, that I told you they were going to beat Seattle in week 3. And what did they do? They beat Seattle in week 3. I haven't changed my mind. The Titans are going to win this division, but the Jags are going to make it interesting. This Texans team isn't as bad as I thought with a rookie quarterback. They're going to make it interesting, and the Colts aren't dead yet. It's going to be a different division than what most people think. At the end of the day, the wins and the losses may not be any different than you may have anticipated in terms of top to bottom, this division as a whole in terms of wins, because the Colts still have a chance to be really bad, depending on how long Andrew Luck takes to come back and what their record is when he comes back. But all things aside, the Jags look like a competitive football team. This Texans team looks competitive. And I think the Titans are the class of this division. I think this division is going to be a little bit better than what people expected before the season started. So we'll see what happens. But in any event, that's going to do it for this video, as there are no more comments. Hey, I thank you guys for joining me on lockdown coverage, Patriots and Texans. Wow, the Texans effed up an opportunity to get one in Foxborough. It's hard to win there, and you had an opportunity, and you just absolutely threw it in the garbage. Patriots, man, oh man. Tom Brady's playing tricks on me. 36-33, Tom TBE strikes again. Patriots go to 2-1 after this exhilarating win. Texans drop to 1-2 on the season with this heartbreaking, gut-wrenching loss. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here on the Louie T Network. Come back and join me as I continue to break down anything and everything in the National Football League. If you would like to donate to the Louie T Network, this is how you do so, through PayPal. The link is right there. The link is also in the description of this video. So check it out. Whether big or small, I take them all, and I appreciate every single penny that comes my way. I'm trying to take this channel to the next level, and it's going to be because of viewers like you who are willing, able, and allowing me to make this channel better by your donations. So again, if you can't donate, all I simply ask is that you continue to watch and support the channel, continue to like, share, and most importantly, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the Louie T Network. More lockdown coverage coming your way. As a matter of fact, the next game is Panthers hosting the New Orleans Saints, and then after that, I got Vikings home for the Bucks. Case Keenum, who knew? Maybe the Texas fans knew. In any event, I'll be back. More lockdown coverage coming your way. I'll see you in a bit. As always, I'm your man Louie T, signing off. See you in a little bit.